Wait, is it going? Okay, there, got it. Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all? Welcome back to the Option Select Podcast. This is episode 73. Can you believe that?
Yeah, man.
I would say that all the time because I can't believe it.
Why? You already stopped liking me after like 20 episodes?
This is the most commitment I've had to everything. I think
besides your wife for 10 years.
No, because I've committed to this over a year, and I've been married for like a year, so I have more commitment to this than my wife.
Well, y'all have been together for longer than a year.
She was my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm Rick, and this is Ruben.
What's up?
We get together every week, guys, to talk about video game news, things that are affecting us, things that we want to talk about. It's a little bit slower this week, but we did scrounge the internet just to bring you the finest, choicest bits of news.
Oh, shit.
To bring it to you guys. Guys, this is like a podcast where we just get together on a Friday night and we talk about, like what I just mentioned, video games, video game news, things that affect us. And we just want to share it with you guys. You guys could be anywhere else on a Friday night and you choose to spend it with us. And we really appreciate it. We look forward to, talking to you guys and sharing our experiences and just having you guys here with us. We start off every episode with, how was your week, Ruben?
My week was actually pretty damn good. Work was good. Work went well. So a couple things about work.
Tell me.
You remember I said a couple weeks ago that I wanted to have like more of like a positive outlook on things because like I have a job, I'm healthy,
yes.
I'm making money, and I'm able to do things that that a lot of people can't do right now.
Yes.
And that's, it sucks for the people that this virus has affected and all that stuff, but which is a lot. 200,000 people have died just in the US alone, over 1 million worldwide. I mean, this thing sucks, right? So I just wanted to have like a more positive outlook. I wanted to be more, a PMA, like a positive mental attitude. And like whenever you're at work and you're wearing a mask and people can't see you smile and, body language comes a long way with whatever you're doing. So I tried to make it, I try to change like the inflection of my voice and, like my eyes and stuff. Cause I have really angry eyes. Like if I just had like a mask on the whole time, like I have angry eyes, bro. Like I look mad all the time. It's so weird. And so like if I'm wearing glasses, like any kind of like sunglasses or something, like my eyebrows are covered up, so you can't see if like
Your move creep.
Yeah, just like you just can't see anything. So yeah, like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday went by pretty well.
Beautiful weather, by the way.
Great weather. I'm loving it. No rain. It wasn't overly hot. It was like 85, 90 degrees at the most.
Like you just need a light jacket early in the morning.
I didn't even touch a jacket, bro.
That's it.
The only thing that sucks, your windows are a little bit foggy in the morning. You got to wait for the car to defrost the windows or whatever. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday went off without a hitch at work. And then on Thursday, I woke up 3 hours late. Hey, man, I woke up 3 hours late.
How much did you drink?
Huh?
How much did you drink?
None. I didn't drink anything. I just overslept. So I ended up, you roll your eyes all you want, bro. I overslept. I turned off my alarm, and I know I turned off my alarm. And
you snooze.
I hit snooze, but I deactivated it.
So because mine hit snooze, and the thing it has snooze in a big button and stop alarm at a very small button at the bottom.
Okay, so you actually use an alarm clock.
Yeah.
I need to make that. I need to make that.
My cell phone does it. My cell phone does. I just hit snooze. I'm like, okay, and just like it does at 9 minutes. And those 9 minutes, I use that just to kind of like
9 minutes is too long.
To like kind of reflect and kind of stretch, let the dogs out.
Yeah.
So.
But 9 minutes is too long for me. Like I'm already back in the RMA sleep. Like it's too long. If I don't hit it like if I don't get like a 5 minute thing, then I'm already like passed out. And then if it gets annoying, I'll shut it off. So that's like the balance there. I need to get a real alarm clock. Basically, I've been using my phone or Google thing because it's super loud. And then also on top of that, the light comes on, but I forgot to turn the light on, so the light didn't come on, and then I turned off the alarm.
Before I had a smartphone, I would have my stereo be my alarm.
Yeah, and blast that shit.
Yeah, blast it, and it's across the room, so I had to get up.
Yeah.
I would have to get up.
But the thing with the Google Homes is, all you have to do is be like, stop. Up. No, you don't even have to say Google, just stop, and it just stops. That's true. So you yell out, 4 o'clock in the morning, stop.
Stop. Okay.
And then it just like cuts off or whatever. So I woke up 3 hours late. I went to work. I didn't let it bother me. Like normally I would let it bother me, but me being that late, everything was already open, so I was able to actually go.
And your truck was loaded?
I loaded my truck, yeah. I'll get to that.
Okay.
So my truck was loaded because I loaded it, but like I was able to hit like a circle instead of like zigzagging all over the place while stuff opens.
Yeah.
So I finished with work, and I had a sale that I had made for Friday, so I needed to grab something out of this cage that we keep these direct sales in, like gloves and hand sanitizer and stuff like that. And so I told my boss, I was like, hey, I need a case of these gloves. $120, by the way, just for the case. They're not fucking around. Like
Disposable gloves?
Yeah, the nitro gloves. $120 for a case of 10 boxes of 1,000 gloves.
Okay, that's a lot.
So we used to do them for like $50-$60, but then like the vendors jacked the price up on us. Yeah, so they're hard to get.
Yeah.
So we've been selling them for about $120. So they've been keeping them under lock and key, which is fine. Whatever. Okay, cool. I need a box of these gloves. So I grabbed the box. He grabs me this box, and then he goes, hey, I just want to let you know you have a couple compliments that came in this week. And I was like, okay, what'd I do?
That's my first reaction at work. They always say Pena. I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do this time? Because and I told my supervisor, like, because he's kind of new guy.
Yeah.
It's like, look, dude, I'm sorry I reacted that way, because the only time they call me in is I do something bad, never feeling good.
Right.
You know.
So he goes, there were some compliments that came in, and I'm like, okay, what did I do? Because all the compliments are always, they seem to be always followed up by a but. Like, oh, you did this, but.
So it doesn't count.
So it doesn't count, right? It's like backhanded and shit.
Yeah, it's like
So what ended up happening was he tells me, is like, the salesperson said, and the CSRs have mentioned, and a few the other DMs have mentioned that you've been a lot more pleasant the past couple weeks, and they appreciate all the extra work that you've been doing, this and that. And I was like, oh, okay, well. And then he was like, what's going on? Like what changed? And I was like, honestly, I just decided to change it up. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I'm wearing a mask, you can't tell that I'm being sincere or anything like that. You might like think that I have angry eyes, and I told him the whole story and all that stuff. And so he goes, well, just keep up the good work, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. So I got home around 3:00. It wasn't like I was super late or whatever. I caught a little bit of traffic coming home, and then I played some Hades, some Call of Duty on stream. Which I completed Hades 1.0.
I saw that right when you finished the boss. I was like, oh, I'm gonna click over here.
And I know you left, and I was like, that's
I'm gonna stop because I still have to finish. The version 1.0, whatever it is now. But I just did the beta.
The thing with that is even once you hit that ending, there's more ending after that.
I figured.
So I don't want to spoiler alert it for you since it's a fairly recent game, but it was a very sweet story at the end. And it gives you more of a purpose to go back and play again and again and again. But I'll get to the games that I played here this week. But then today I woke up on time. I got to work and knocked it out, and I was back at 10:30. And I unloaded my truck, and I'm grabbing my paperwork, and I'm going to the office, and I noticed that they loaded out my truck. Like, my racks are ready to go.
Racks on,
and I'm like, oh snap, like we back to this. Ready. I'm ready, dude. So I start cleaning out my truck, and then I go I take my paperwork inside so I can do it, knock it out, and see like what I need for the next day. That way I can count it out. And boss man and the AGM and the GM were both waiting at the door. I guess they saw me on the security cameras or something. And I'm like, oh shit. And like I see them, and they're looking at me, and they point at me, and I just like stop and like pretend run out, and like, I gotta get the hell out of here or whatever. And I go on like, hey, what's up? And he goes, I don't know if you got my text message or whatever. I was like, I cut my phone off, man. Like I'm not rocking a phone right now. Whatever. Like I'm just not. Because they would message me at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. I'm in bed.
I fucking hate that.
So I just shut my phone off.
But, yeah.
Not really. But they would just be messaging me, and it's, I'm not at work. I'm not a salary employee. Like, don't message. I'm off the clock. Don't message me, please. Yep. God, leave me alone. Yep. Send it to me in an email. Wait for the next morning, whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know if you got my message, but Route 45 called out, and we would really appreciate it if you could handle some stops for us. And I was like, how much would you appreciate it if I handled some stops for you? He goes, I'll give you a couple $100. And I was like, I'm your man. He goes, the truck's already loaded. It's sitting out front. So before I even got to load up my truck and all that stuff, I go and grab the keys to the truck, and I bail out. And I go do like 7 or 8 stops that are real close to the warehouse. It wasn't like too far or anything.
Good.
But there was like, I don't know. He had like 40 stops that had to be done, and I wasn't going to be out all night. So I told him, you got me until about 2:30 max.
Yeah.
So I'll go do what I can. And the problem with I'll do what I can on that route was like, oh, bro, that route is in shambles. Like, They've had 6 different drivers in the past year. They're not getting the shit that they need. It's just all over the place. You know what I mean? Like everything is jacked up. And like I'm trying to fix everything that I can at every stop while I'm there.
Crisis
because
control.
like I'm just trying to make sure
and
we
it's
don't.
not your route. It's not your customers. It's not your people.
Nothing to do.
Yeah.
But it's our customers.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is like I don't want us to lose any business. I don't want the kid that's running it, who is green by the way, to lose his job because they threw him on this shit ass route. Because it's not just he's off of 290 in Hempstead and all that other stuff, 290 and up, all the way to like wherever. I don't know where his route goes. But they also gave him like City Center, which was part of a different route that they combined with this route. And then he's got another route that's combined with that route. So he's got 3 total routes that he's got to run, and the kid's green as shit. It's a monster route. Nobody could do it. I don't even think I can do it, and I'm pretty damn good.
Want to do it, yeah.
Nor would I want to. Nor would I want to. So, I finish what I can. I fix as many problems as I can. I write down as many notes as I can. I come back to the office around 2 so I can unload the truck, and then I can load up my truck so I can get to work on Monday, and, everything will be fine. And so I start telling my boss, I was like, yo, man, I don't know. Y'all need to fix this. It's bad. It's really bad. Like, this
and you've been around, so you know what to look out for,
Yeah. I was like, this is really, 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 really bad. Like, y'all need to fix this now.
That's why they've had 6 different drivers in the last year, probably.
And so he talks to me. He's like, what do you think can be done? I was like, y'all need to break it up. Y'all need 2 different routes. It needs 2 different people, and one of them needs to be a goddamn vet, like, or somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. And nobody's going to take it. Nobody like myself is going to take it because it's a shit route.
Yeah, nobody wants a shit route.
Nobody wants a shit route. So vets aren't going to want to take it, but you got to get somebody that's willing to work with it. But you also have to be willing to work with them. I was like, because I don't even think I could do it. And I explained it that way. And so, like, it caused this, like, big issue in the office or whatever. But also, the kid shouldn't have called out on a fucking Friday when we don't have anybody. Unless you're, like, COVID. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Unless you have vacation or COVID, like, don't call out.
Exactly.
I haven't called out.
I still got 5 days.
Since I've been back.
Still
I haven't
got
called
5
out.
days.
I got nothing, bro. I got nothing left. So anyway, that was like my week in a nutshell at work. Work went well though, but they were like calling me a fucking hero, and I was like, I'm not no fucking hero, dude. Like,
hero.
I was like, I'm just trying to knock this stuff out, but like, y'all are throwing this on this kid, and it's not right. Like, this kid needs to be doing something a little bit easier until he gets, he gets his feet under him.
Yeah, gets more experience.
So, other than work, Call of Duty Season 6 started Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that. I'm not working on it like I did last weekend, because last weekend I think I did 10 hours total on Sunday alone to finish the Battle Pass before everything had turned over. 10 hours straight Sunday. And I streamed for 4 of it. It's a pretty solid stream.
It is.
And so I did max out the Battle Pass Season 6, and then with this one, with the last one, I don't know if it's the last one, but with this last one before Cold War comes out, I said I was gonna actually do like 2 levels a day, and right now they got double XP going on. So before I came over here, I was working on that.
Yeah, I saw your tweet.
So I can catch up with. I didn't do yesterday, so I need to do 4 levels today, and I did 4 in an hour and a half. It's really quick when it's double XP. It's nothing. I did some Hades. Like I talked about on Thursday. I beat the 1.0. Phenomenal freaking game.
Still
I love
good?
all the changes that they've done to it. I love
All
everything
positive?
everything's positive. I have no negative to say about it. It's easily my top game of like the year thus far, and I haven't even put as much time in it as I should. And I love the little, the conversations that they have back and forth.
All of it.
And like, even when you beat the game and then you come back and like you have a whole brand new set of conversations.
Likewise, even when you die,
right?
You come back and I actually like talking to everybody. I like talking to Hypnos, Achilles, Hades, Cerberus, Nyx. I like talking to all of them, and they do a really good job, and they reward you for just like, even if you die, you still come back with something. You picked up some shards or some night gems just to get some upgrades along the way. So even though you die, you still make small progressions that still saves it. I mean, they did a really phenomenal job with that game.
Yeah, I can't speak anything negative about that game. It is easily one of the best games I've played this year, hands down.
Easily.
Other than that, single player games, I did a little bit of Super Mario as well. Super Mario 64. I'm trying to complete the game. I'm not going for completion. I'm just going for credits on this one. I'm up to like 42 games, so I have 8 more to do by the end of the year. And I did count Hades 1.0 as a separate completion because I did Hades pre-patch, pre-beta,
access, whatever.
Right, and with that ending, and then I got Hades again. If I beat Hades again between now and the end of the year, I won't count it because there's no significant content update patch. So this being all basically the same stuff, but with the actual true ending, well, kind of half not true ending, because I do want to play it more. It was like after I beat it, I was like, oh shit, I want to play some more. And, you know, the runs are only like 20, 30 minutes anyway.
Easy, yeah.
So I'm having a blast with the game. And did a little bit of Persona 4. I'm like 4 or 5 months in or so, 3rd or 4th dungeon.
Who's in your party?
The same people that I've had. Yosuke, and the 2 girls that
Chie?
Chie is one of them, and the other one, I can't remember her name. Yukiko-san? Yeah, you're right. And I got the
weeb.
fucking around with the fox. I got the foxes meeting me at the TV entrance, and Teddy's in there.
Is Kanji in your group yet?
Kanji is part of the group, yes, but I haven't put him as part of the main group yet. So that was an interesting.
I don't know. I just know he's on BB tag, and now he comes out with a freaking chair and beats the shit out of them.
It was a little interesting to unlock him. I'll say that. Okay. That was a little interesting.
I need to get that game.
That's good. $20, dude. Just just
bite the bullet.
Just do it. I mean, you could be playing that instead of playing Persona 5, which you took away from me.
I'm play it again.
Son of a bitch.
And I bought BB tag Center Fiction.
Another
fighting game.
What is that? A fighting game?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Another one.
Of course it is. Focus on one. Focus on one.
Nope.
And so yeah, like I did all that and a little bit of Super Mario here and there. I did touch on Galaxy a little bit.
Mario Galaxy?
Yeah, which is the one that came out for the Wii. And I'm not the biggest fan of the port for Switch.
Really?
Because even if you use a Pro Controller, it uses motion controls. And that's annoying. I hate motion controls. So like I actually...
Did you use it in Breath of the Wild? The motion controls?
No.
Really?
But like this one is... It's pure platformer on the left stick, and then on the right stick, you're kind of like moving it around to collect coins or like the stars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, there's a little cursor, and as you move it around, but like if you're with a Pro Controller, you're just walking like this, but you got to move the control. It's annoying. So I messed around with it because Alice was playing it, and then like I want to go back and like see if there's a way to turn that off because I hate motion controls, and I don't think I will.
Like. I guess if you do it like in a subtle way where it's kind of here and there in like certain areas, like okay. But if it's like integrated into the game and it's like fuck, man, I don't want to play with it all the time.
It's stupid. I don't want to do the whole game like that. Anyway, but I did touch that a little bit, but not by much because I still wanted to complete 64 and then I wanted to go into Sunshine and then do them in chronological order or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to finish those out and then I did some Gears 5. I'm in Act 3. Chapter 1 or 2. I'm out of the snowy area. I'm into a sand area. Ooh. The plot twists. No, it's not. It's pretty predictable of a fucking story. Let's be real. They're not Shakespeare. They're not writing Shakespeare over there. Dom, get down. Oh, okay.
Like let's face the facts. We know that she's part of the locust.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, I got it, and I just like barely got scratched.
5 minutes in,
yeah, I barely scratched at the beginning of Act 2. I'm like, she's
so I've been trying to complete that story as well, so I can move on to tactics and 1 and all that stuff. So I'm like spinning a lot of plates.
Nice.
But I'm steadily working on everything. Basically, like at the beginning of the year, I was just like focusing on one thing. Like I have to complete this. I have to, and then like some things just get like very tedious to do. Like you
gotta break it up.
Witcher 3 or Persona or any of these longer games, like you kind of have to break them up. Like if you play it for like 1,000 hours, you're gonna be bored. You know, you're gonna hate yourself at the end of it. Like
you're gonna hate the game.
That's the story.
The worst part would be you'll start hating the game.
Yeah, and I don't want to hate the game.
You don't want to
because I love them. I love Witcher.
These are great games, and you don't want to hate the games. So you gotta take a break. Take a step back.
But yeah, I'm playing most of the ones that I'm playing on the hardest difficulty as well, which I probably shouldn't be doing. I probably shouldn't, because I'm like I hated this one Gears, but like the end of Act 2 boss fight of Gears 5, like I hated it. It was so stupid, such a stupid boss fight.
The mechanics.
Oh yeah, so stupid. But I did end up clearing it on the difficulty, and I felt good about myself. Like when you play Souls games or whatever, and like you can like there's no difficulty slider on a Souls game, but like you can get through it, and you're like, holy shit, like I got through it or whatever. So. But yeah, that was my week in gaming and work and life. Nothing crazy happened to me this week, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
You're not positive.
I'm start
Because I know you're like, I know how it works with you. You go up
and
then you get throttled.
Yeah, man, it's been brutal past couple months, but
no books.
I finished a couple Star Wars books this week and a couple of podcasts. I've been trying to pay more attention to the news. So I've been doing like Up First and like New York Times. I forget what theirs is called. Like they have one every morning, like around 6. So I listen to those and then I start my books. But I finished a couple more Star Wars books because I haven't really found anything that like caught my attention. Mm-hmm. I did do some movies, so I watched a couple documentaries. The Social Dilemma was one of them on Netflix. I heard a lot of
things about it.
It's not going to tell you anything that you already know.
Yeah.
It's for people that are like legit addicted to their phones that needed to see it. I showed it to Alice while we were watching.
Yeah.
And then I saw
the trailer and I was like, yeah, I know exactly what this is.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not addicted to your phone, you're not gonna have an issue watching it. But some things are eye opening in it, like the way that they use certain technologies. Like, oh shit, that makes sense. Like I get it now, and then, like now you know the magic trick that they're using. And then I watched the one that was on number 1 on Netflix yesterday, which was American Murder, like Next Door Neighbors or the Family Next Door or something like that.
He was a regular guy. I never suspected him.
Exactly. It was actually really good though because they didn't really like have anybody speak as like, you know, former friend or whatever. Like they tell you the story as it unfolds through the perspective of the cop who was wearing a body camera and like the chick who died or went missing or whatever. She died. Like her social media and like it follows like the and then it goes in like the camera footage of them interviewing the husband and like everything that happened, like courtroom stuff. And so it actually doesn't have anybody actually talking. It's just like how they figured it out.
You're seeing bits of the news, like bits of the how it unfolded.
Right, how it unfolded real time, and you're like, oh shit, like this is crazy. So it was actually really really good. And then I caught up on My Hero. That's done or caught up on the dubbed episodes. There's like 5 subbed episodes that I haven't seen.
I don't blame you.
And I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And then I want to start something new, so I don't know if I'm gonna do like Sword Art or something like that, 7 Deadly Sins or whatever's on Netflix. But I'm trying to find something new. I really want to see season 4 of Rick and Morty, but it's not out anywhere. I'm sad.
Who has it?
Nobody.
Someone has that. You gotta have Adult Swim, huh?
You have to have Adult Swim or like Comedy Central or something.
It's Comedy Central.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network, yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. But
I want to pick your brain on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the season passes. So you said season 7 is starting now. It started already.
Season 6 started on Tuesday.
Season 6 started. Sorry. So do you see it different from all these seasons, or do they feel like well, basically like they got this formula that's working? Like, hey, we're gonna give you these little icons, skins, outfits, and guns.
Right.
Have at it. I mean, is that pretty much what they're doing, or are they actually changing things up along the way?
Well,
how's it working?
With this patch and the Warzone itself, they added like fast travel to the game. So they added a subway system. So you have to get down in the subway. There's loot, and then you can like go from one area to the other area and like go back or whatever you want to do. Yeah. They have a little subway system. They also do like a major content patch. So they add in new maps. They add in a bunch of
balance patches, adjustments and stuff.
They added a new map to Ground War, which is really, really good. But all the maps that they added into Ground War have been a part of the Warzone map. So they take a part of the Warzone map, they cut it down to a specific area, and then they put it in there. But those are they're already really well done, so why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? So like they have one that's really small. It's a Ground War map, but it's just a giant rectangle of 2 streets. Or actually, I'm sorry, 2 streets. And then in the middle, there's like little plazas, like a market or whatever, and then each break in the street, like cross street, has a point on it, and so you go down. But it's like a much smaller map, and they don't have like helicopters or anything. It's just APCs. This one they added the riverfront, and they still have the palace, which isn't part of Warzone.
That big old stage from regular...
Right. The big stage, they have it as a regular Ground War map, which is what it should be.
It's pretty big. Yeah, I remember playing that. I was like, this just feels too big.
Yeah.
For a regular
Team
TDM
Deathmatch?
for TDM,
they have a small version of that one now where it's just the palace, which is okay. That's fine.
The palace always figured like, okay, there's enough lanes.
That's where all the action happened.
And different verticality.
Yeah. That's where all the action happened anyway. But yeah, so they do their little balance patches. They add maps in, they add guns in with the battle pass. All you have to do is play and get to like level 31 or something like that to unlock both of the guns. One of them is the VSS, which is the 9mm sub.
Machine gun?
No,
SMG?
it's like a marksman rifle. So it has like a 3-round burst or a single shot. You never seen the VSS before? I think it was like a Russian weapon.
Maybe I've seen it, I just can't recall it.
Just think like a 9mm sniper rifle.
That's odd.
Very odd, but it's a Russian 9mm. It's not like real 9mm. It's got like some kind of weird, cause like it's a 9mm, but the bullet's like this.
Oh, interesting.
It's like a big ass bullet.
Yeah.
But they added that, and then they added another assault rifle. But even if you don't play during the battle pass time, they give you certain missions in the, like if you go to your weapons and you go to like assault rifles, and if there's one that, like say for instance, I didn't get a couple of assault rifles, but they have little challenges for you. Like if you do this during this time,
get X amount of kills or do dodges or slides or whatever.
Right. If you do like a slide kill 5 times in 10 different matches or whatever, then you'll unlock the gun. So you just gotta like think about what you have to do and go unlock it.
Incorporate your gameplay.
But yeah, they do add the new guns. They add the new characters. Like they added Farah and somebody else, like as the skins, the operator skins. They have
the female.
Yeah, they of course add a lot of MTXs and things like that, which are really really cool, and just different cosmetics for your guns, which is why I wanted to get the battle pass for anyway. Like they changed like I got a sniper rifle last season that was it was like chrome plated, and like like once you put the blueprint up there, you can actually take all the shit that you don't want on it, or you can keep it on there, level up the gun, and then change around what you want. But it keeps that look, which is really really cool. So I enjoy those aspects of the game. I don't know what Cold War is gonna do. I did see that they had like a little zombie update. Whatever.
I covered a little bit on that.
But I don't know what they're gonna do yet. I've been watching beta gameplay of it. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by Treyarch, dude. Like I might sit this one out. Hopefully, there's a season 7 of
Modern
Warfare.
Or
Hopefully,
whatever. Yeah.
But how was your week, brother? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. No, that's what this is our podcast.
30 minutes of my week.
This is our podcast. We don't care. That's how we do it. That's how we do it around here. My week was pretty good. Work right off the bat. Work was great. Weather was good. Work was good. Everything functioned. Everything was supposed to be where it's at. Found everything. Did everything. I was home by 6:30 mostly every day. Work was fine. Did a lot of my exercises in. I started going into a 4-day schedule, Monday through Thursday, trying to go for 25 to 30 minutes. Start with some warm-ups, stretching. Everything I've incorporated from the Onyx 6 program. I've just got it, the best parts that I like the most. And even parts that I don't even like, still incorporated, because that's how you get better.
Right.
There's some things that you don't like. How do you get better? By constantly doing it. Right. So I get some of the workouts I don't like, and I just put it in my game plan. So I'll do like the Tempata format, where it's 40 on, 20 off, or 20 on, 40 off. One of those two. I'll grab 5 exercises that I like, and I'll cycle through them. And I've been doing that: halos, figure eights, pullovers, Russian twists, everything. All, and just incorporate it. And I've been feeling a lot better about myself. Right. Feeling really good. I mean, just exercising. Every day, someone at work's like, Rick, you're losing a lot of weight. You're looking good. Like, thank you. I really appreciate it. So, I mean, it's paying off. I see it. Everybody sees it. It feels great. Mentally, it just makes me feel better. I feel cleaner, lighter. I can move. I got energy. I'm 36 years old. I'm at the best shape of my life,
Yep.
So, one of my coworkers today, she's like, you quit smoking? I'm like, yeah. She's like, how? I just quit it. I realized that I can't balance exercising and smoking. And smoking gives me no advantages at all.
Right. 0
advantages. Exercising does. Choice is easy,
Fair enough.
And she's like, man, you look good. She's like, you still drink? I'm like, on Fridays. I mean, I'm on Saturdays. Fridays or Saturdays.
I'm drinking on
Fridays. Fridays or Saturdays,
I had a good week.
But yeah. So work was fine. Exercising was great. I try to do that 4 days a week, like I said, Monday through Thursday. I've been doing Bloodborne on Mondays for the last couple of weeks. I had so much fun this Monday that I was like, I'm gonna do it again Tuesday.
Right.
So I did double streams of Bloodborne, and I actually completed that game.
You completed it?
Yes.
Congrats.
I didn't even know I completed it, but I completed it. So I just completed the base game. So I still gotta go. I think there's like these like 4 or 5 side dungeons you see at the Hunter's Dream, where it's like the extra content, and then there's like a DLC. I think Blood of the Old Hunters or something along. So I might actually go back and get it because I want to go finish those dungeons and then get the DLC because I have not had so much fun in a single player game like this in a long time. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. One of the boss fights, guys, it's near the very end. So the game's been out since fucking 2016, I think. So I don't care if you have spoilers or not. It's called the boss is called Murgo's wet nurse.
Okay.
You know, and before the fight starts, there's a lady in a white wedding dress outside, and you see blood from her C-section coming down. Like, what the fuck?
Sounds dope.
So you go into the fight, transverse the fog to fight the boss, and it's this giant skeletal robed figure with 7 arms with these long curved scythes, and I'm guessing she's the one who caused the C-section. But in the background you see the baby a baby cradle, and you always hear a baby crying in the background, and it's just so creepy and dark. And
it sounds pretty dark.
Just the boss mechanics of that fight, when she moves, she goes, and then at the one part, like the phase 1, like everything goes dark, you can't see in front of you.
Oh, okay.
And then it's her with images, and they all come out, and I mean, it's kind of like any boss fight where you find the fake one, you gotta get rid of them,
right?
You finally fight the real one. But these are all attacking full on speed, and you gotta duck and dodge and whatever. And I mean, you could barely see in front of you.
Is that the final boss?
No, that was the final. No, that was not the final boss. That was not the final.
Because you sent me some obscure ass text message earlier in the week. You were like,
I said, which boss did you get to?
I was like, I never played it.
Never played it. So I was like.
Did you want to talk to me about that one boss or something?
Yeah, because I want to see.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I want to see how far.
I thought you were like judging me, like secretly.
Well, I was.
That's
what I do.
I haven't played it.
That's what I do.
Let me borrow it.
After I finish.
You have a physical copy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then let me borrow it when you're done.
So I got to that boss, and I was like, they really did a good job with the boss mechanics, especially with this boss. They're all good. The bosses.
That sounds like a dope ass boss.
But yeah, I mean, she's just coming out the way she just holds those sights. I'm like. She's a wet nurse. She caused the C-section, got the baby out. I don't know what happened to the baby, but it's a really dark
boss later on.
It's probably it's a really dark and grim setting. Like I said, with these Souls games and Bloodborne games, you never feel safe. Everything's threatening,
of course,
every time. And they do a really good job with the settings, with the ambiance, with the noise. I'm late to the party, but I'm glad
So you're ready for Demon Souls?
Yeah, I'm excited for Demon Souls.
PS4?
That's going to be one of the launch titles for the PS5.
5. It's not on 4 though, right?
I don't know. Maybe
it wasn't like a dual release.
I never reached. The thing about Demon Souls, like it was Demon Souls, and then Dark Souls came out, but it was Dark Souls that got the traction, in my opinion, because everybody says, "Oh, it's a Souls game, not it's like a Dark Souls game." You know, they didn't get the Demon Souls part of it. I think Dark Souls is what really launched that genre, you know, because after that came out, after 3, that's when it felt like that's when you started hearing that buzzword, that descriptor.
Well, Demon Souls, I think it came out in 2006 or 7 or something. I'm not too sure. It's like it's a PS3 title, and I remember playing it. I remember my buddy telling me about it. He's like, "This game is super hard. You should play it or whatever." I didn't hear about it from IGN. I didn't hear about it from my buddy Curtis told me. Curtis like, "You should play this game." And like I played it and I got through it and I hated myself every fucking minute. I got so frustrated all the time. And I was like, fuck this game. It's not telling me where to go. Because you got cradled, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like lately, like I've been getting used to that whole where the game tells you where to go and what to do and all that stuff.
It'll highlight and tell you where to go. Yeah.
And now, like, I don't want to play like Divinity or I don't want to play Wasteland because it's so open-ended and open world, like legitimately open world, and like you don't have there's no quest marker or anything. Like, you just figure it out. And like now I'm like, after I'm done with these main course of games that I'm doing right now, like I kind of want to get into Divinity and like all that other stuff. That's what I've been liking about Persona so much. Is Persona doesn't really tell you what to do and who to hang out with. It's just like, hey, you might want to
make a choice. Yeah.
You might want to make a choice. You might want to get a job. Hey,
you might want to get a job. Yeah.
Hey, don't go out too late because then you're gonna fuck up the next day or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to like that aspect of it more and more. Like just a perfect example with Super Mario 64 doesn't really tell you where to go and what to do. It's just like jump into a painting and figure it out. And then they give you a little worded hint, but then like, oh, you reach so many stars, you can go to this level, or you can go, and then there's just more shit to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about that. It isn't like an arrow pointing over this person's face. Like, go talk to this person right here. Like, why don't you just move the controller for me while we're at it?
I agree.
So I'm agreeing with you that I want to start getting more and more into the games that aren't holding your hand the whole time.
And I think that's why it's a for me personally, not knocking what's came out this year, but this is what I'm liking about Bloodborne, that it's different. It's a fresh, to me, it's a fresh breath of air. Even though it's been out for a while, it's literally here, go.
Right.
And it just feels so much rewarding when, like, oh, that's a shortcut. Like, oh my god, because that's in Bloodborne. It's the map. It's all very intricate, and there's no map. You can't pull up a map,
right.
But the actual layout, it's all twisting and turning and upper and lower and levels, and then you're like, oh, this leads back to the bonfire. Oh my god, thank you, because I have 18,000 souls. That's 2 levels, and if I die, I don't want to do this again. Like,
right.
That's what I liked about this game. Like, it's so different. It's a breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air. That's how excited I am, guys.
Breath of fresh air. So you got me fucking it up.
Unique New York.
But
yeah, I'm enjoying the game. Like, it's getting me hyped for Dark Souls, Demon Souls.
Right.
So
of course.
I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, I played. So I played 2 nights of Bloodborne. I finished it. And of course, some of the guys that I've met online, some friends on my PlayStation, and some real life friends, they'll just come on and they'll help me out, like a sense of community. So that's awesome. I guess to me, getting help that way, and they're respectable. They're respective of my game style and play, because they know what's going on, and they're like, all right, we're just ask for help if you need anything.
Right.
And it's awesome,
Yeah.
And I'm like, you walk into some place and this fucking monster just comes out, scares the shit out of me. You guys couldn't tell me, like, no, you gotta enjoy it.
Nah, you got it.
That's true.
You got it. You always gotta experience it for the first time.
So and there's sometimes too I'm like, hey guys, I got a boss fight coming up. Okay, go around the corner, get this part that's gonna help you real quick, and then do that. Like, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Does Bloodborne have that hint system in it, like Dark Souls games have?
Yeah,
okay.
You can read a notebook, but it's like very obscure.
It always is.
Yeah, because I was talking to the guys that played it more. They're like, yeah, there's a pool of words that you could choose from. You can't just like write out, hey, secret path on left.
Right.
You have to something vague or something that kind of puts that in that realm. So I was like, okay.
I didn't know if it had it or not. I never played it.
Yeah, but it does. So yeah, I finished that, and then Wednesday I did all the scourging the internet for all the
research
podcast news, which I was generally surprised. There was a lot more than I thought there was.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday night I went back into playing Street Fighter 5. I was so rusty. It was just a week. But that week.
A week?
Yeah.
It was less than a week. The last time I played was
Thursday. The last time I played was Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So going back, I was just like, what the fuck was I doing? I was missing my crouching medium kicks into EX stomps. I was missing that. I was using my V skill. I was jumping in again. I was forgetting to use my crouching heavy punch as anti-airs.
Did you drop out of gold?
No, I'm still in gold.
Okay,
I dropped out of super gold though. I went down.
So you were in super gold?
But yeah, I was in super gold.
Oh,
I went down to gold, but it's fine. And it was just one of those nights where I was just like, shit ain't working out. And even streams like, don't lose your shit, Rick. Just walk away. I was like, all right, guys, one more. They're like, no, just walk away.
Just
Rick.
walk, bro.
Just
You're already upset.
And Chad was just hanging out with me. They're like, bro, you're dropping shit. I'm like, no. And I was just talking with them and interacting. Like, you know what, guys, I gotta call it a night. They're like, yeah, dude, we'll come back another night. You're right. So I think I'm one of those players that I have to be on the grind. I have to be on the grind because the second I stop, I start losing that skill.
Yeah, you should at least play like 5 or so matches a night, like just to keep the skill up.
Yeah.
Because even if you like start off the stream, your Monday night stream with, 5 matches, or let's just say 6 in case you get the doubles or whatever. So let's say 6 matches of Street Fighter, and then you're going to go into your Bloodborne stream. So you get 6 out of the way. How long will 6 take? Like 30 minutes?
Oh no, it's a long time.
Long time?
Like a whole session.
Oh fuck. Well,
but
let's just say 3 then.
It's because like I kind of like double dipped into Bloodborne this week. So back next week I'll start focusing back into heavy on the Street Fighter. But like I said, it was good to play, but it was not my best week.
Right.
Let's just leave it at that.
So what are you?
It was fine.
What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend, one of my Travis and one of our co-workers friends, they want to do Warhammer.
Right.
Age of Sigmar apparently in this game, it's a tabletop RPG. You already start off as badasses, and you're like apparently you died and you come back reincarnate as another badass, and then you have all these skills ready to go. They want to start at 3:00. I'm like,
tomorrow afternoon.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
like, okay. I don't even know how long they're gonna last. I'm not big on tabletop, so we'll see.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Well, but even then, we'd start like at 5:00. Do a couple hours. All right, done. Chill.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this group goes. It's a small, tight group. It's
Yeah.
only 3 players. So
That's good.
should
No
be good.
COVID.
Should be no COVID. Everybody's clean. Everybody's safe. Everybody's checked. So
Yeah.
don't worry about that. That should be. I got that for Saturday, and then Sunday will be chilling, relaxing, finishing JoJo's Bizarre.
JoJo's, huh?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
I love it. But that's pretty much my weekend in a nutshell. Everything was positive. Everything's good. So actually, I had to buy new shirts.
Good.
I need mediums.
I mean, good.
I need mediums.
Good. I got plenty of mediums at the house if you want
V-necks.
them. No
Thank
V-necks.
you.
Sports shirts.
Sports shirts.
Yeah, for working out and stuff.
Mm.
That would
Ooh.
give me an excuse because I wear them when I work out. So that if I give them to you, it would give me an excuse to go buy ones that actually fit me because I need smalls.
There you go.
I'm a small guy.
There you go. You're a tiny man. So what do you want to dive into first?
Hey,
brother?
man. I want to talk about, without looking at my notes, I want to talk about Steve and
Let's go.
I want to talk
Smash.
Steve and Alex in the Smash, bro. Since we were talking about Street Fighter, I want to talk about Smash.
Let's do that.
I haven't played Smash with my boys in months, and I'm upset.
Since the before time.
Since the before COVID time.
So I saw the Kevin Owens-Kamui, he tweeted at the podcast the trailer.
Yeah,
Alex and Steve. Was it
Right.
Steve and Alex?
Steve and Alex.
Steve and Alex. I'm like,
Minecraft.
some trendy couple from the Heights?
Yo,
The fuck?
Shouts out to Microsoft and Nintendo for working together.
I remember hearing that part of the rumor, so I was like, I wasn't too surprised, but I was like, good job.
I know people have been speculating it for a while, and I'm happy that they did it. However, I like that he looks like a Minecraft character and all that stuff, but it looks like, I mean, not seeing Sakurai like go. All I saw was a trailer. I didn't see Sakurai like dip into it. It looks like so much of a character to learn, and not only that, but it looks like it has the random chance of like a hero. Or
Like when you generate stuff or something,
right? So
I don't know. It's only speculation because I saw him crafting some stuff, and
Right.
they pulled out like an axe or something. I mean, I don't know.
But he was also digging, and by what he was digging, he was pulling up, like different minerals and stuff every spot that he dug, right? So I was like, okay, so there's like a chance to get better materials to make yourself.
maybe a gold sword or a metal sword,
Right? So like
sword.
maybe he's a sword boy / he's putting up walls and barriers and shit.
So, okay,
like,
so let's go to the beginning. How would
sure.
you think of the trailer itself?
I thought it was cool. I thought
Yeah.
it was cool how Mario was like fighting all these characters, and then he got tossed into this like dark cave, and then like Steve comes through the door, he like digs through, and then there's like a creeper that blows up, and he like blocks him in, and then like they showed a couple of badass moves, and then like Alex comes out, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So it's gonna be like hero, male, female. But then like started showing off all the moves. He's got a sword at one point. He's got a pickaxe at one point. He also built
He's laying out blocks underneath himself.
laying out blocks as a jump, or I'm assuming a jump. I don't know
Maybe
yet.
a B or something. I don't know. Yeah.
But like he's building up. But I also saw him building like a house around characters where they can't escape.
All the levels look like they were randomly procedured levels because they show different biomes.
Yeah.
when they're showing the stage.
And the level looks dope as shit. Like this actually might get me to buy the stupid fucking
Really?
season pass. Like
not Ming Ming.
No, not Min
Not Min
Min.
Min.
But the character looked that good, but it looked like a lot. Like I think that this character has the potential to be like a very, very good and versatile character. I want to see how it will perform and all that stuff. Of course, I want to see his neutral air. I want to see his forward air, back air, all that stuff. I want to see it. As in his specials, of course. I want to see all the moves set, see what he can do, or she can do, or whatever you want. But it just looks very, very interesting, and I'm very, very excited to see like Sakurai sit down with 2 controllers in one in each hand.
I should watch that trailer because Sakurai actually he really knows his stuff.
Did he actually sit down and go? All I saw was a trailer.
I'm pretty sure he did. I don't know.
Because I always thought they'd do the announcement, and then like he comes in like a week later, and then he does like.
I know he broke it down for Min, right? Yeah. I know he broke it down for Min. I especially loved it when he broke down Cherry Bogart once. I mean.
Right, but it was just. I always remember them releasing a trailer of the character first, and then Sakurai
coming out
as it gets closer to release.
Maybe it's what it is.
Then he does his whole spiel.
But yeah, guys, I apologize. I did not research for like.
That's all good.
Sakurai.
It's all good.
Research, but yeah, I mean, I hope he does make a trailer.
Of course.
Break it down.
What did you think of Steve?
I had mixed reactions. I really did.
Okay.
I really did. Mikhail was like, "What noises are you making?" Because I'm like. Wow, that looks good. Enderman, I like that.
Right.
Okay. So I don't know. I'm still not sold on season 2 at all. For me, just starting off with season 2, Min, that's already a bust. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. Alex and Steve and Alex. I'm not the biggest Minecraft fan. I played it. I dabbled in it.
Yeah, I just think it's
maybe if I see more, maybe I get my hands on this character, I will like it more. But even then, I have zero incentive to play the game.
Okay.
You know, just the fact that it's not my favorite fighting game. The online.
It's a fighting game all of a sudden.
It's not my favorite platform game. I don't know. I guess you call it.
Right, so now it's a fighting game all of a sudden. It was a party game a couple months ago. Now it's a fighting game. Okay, let's go.
Which one gets you riled up?
Whatever. I don't care.
Either or.
I'm still better than you at the game. It doesn't matter. And you're better than me at Street Fighter. It don't matter to me.
And Blaze Blue. Killer Instinct.
I haven't played Killer Instinct yet. I got to download that one.
And Central Fiction.
I'm pretty sure I could beat your ass in Killer Instinct.
And Power for the Grid.
I'm going to go ahead and call it now.
And Marvel MCI.
I haven't played that one. But, I mean, all those games that you're listing, I saw your tier list. All those games that you're listing are not high tier games, bro.
That's a reach, bro.
That's a reach. I saw your tier list, bro. They weren't even, like, top tier. That was, like, C tier and down.
Yeah, so really, Sakurai and Alex, it looks like fun. I know the Minecraft kids probably had a blast with that.
Oh, it's going to sell so many more copies of that game. You're going to see
what?
that one on the MPDs as soon as that comes out.
We're going to see the MPD reports for sure once that comes back out. I mean, we saw the MPD reports
Was it on there?
last month, yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know.
Yeah, SSBU, number 8 for the August.
Coming back up.
Yeah, that's the month where Nintendo had, like, Mario Kart, Smash, Paper Mario, Animal Crossing, and Ring Fit Adventure.
God damn.
Well, that's not a Nintendo one, but it's for the Switch. But yeah, it's still not gonna bring me back into the game. Cool. But I always like how they break it down, and I always have the utmost respect for Sakurai because he actually will grab a character from any genre, any game, and when he puts it in there, he puts thought and care and dedication to it to make it work right. He even said, and I quote, "We have to rework all of our existing stages so that blocks can be placed in them." So he actually had to go back in there.
And you also have to rewrite Kirby.
Yeah, you Kirby, you just pixelate them and...
What?
You pixelate them.
You just pixelate. That's all you do?
Probably.
But what if you're in a 8-10 person match and you've got, a character from every single different thing? Like, he has to have those abilities to change at all times. So so Kirby is like written as, how many characters is it now? 77? 77 characters total?
I think so.
Is this the biggest fighting game roster?
It's definitely the biggest one for Smash. That is the biggest one.
What is the biggest fighting game roster ever?
Now, if you include Mugen, which, respect yourself, you don't. It could be any fucking Mugen. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. It has to be.
Tobal 2 was released in 2007 under Square Enix's Legendary Hits. It had 200 playable characters to choose from.
What game?
Tobal 2. Yeah, Square Enix, bro. That's, yeah.
Doesn't count.
Yeah,
Guys,
definitely counts.
Guys, FGC guys, I apologize.
Fire Pro Wrestling with 327 character rosters. March 26, 2020. That's the Guinness Book of World Records right there. Fire Pro Wrestling by Spike Chunsoft. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I'm excited for Steve and Alex. I can't wait. It might get me back to
Playing Smash?
buy. No, I play Smash on the regular, but what I'm saying is it
buy
might
season?
get me to buy the season 2 pass. But I might also wait for one more character. Like I purchased the season 1 pass before any of the season 1 characters had come out, minus Piranha Plant.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't come out with Hero or Terry or anything like that. Now I'm happy I got the season 1 pass because of Terry and Terry only, because Terry became my main character. However, like I don't see like, yeah, it's gonna be fun to play with Min Min or against Min Min or whatever, but I can do that without the season pass. But to like touch up on Min Min or like to mess around with Steve and Alex, but I kind of want to see where it's going before I purchase, or I'll just purchase the character that I want.
The individual character.
So instead of spending $30 and getting burned with like 3 more Sword Boys, because we know what's happening. Let's be real.
I hope not.
Because I mean, Steve and Alex is kind of half Sword Boy, half not.
We don't know that speculation.
I saw him with a sword, bro. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And a pickaxe. I'm gonna call him a Sword Boy. He's a Sword Boy and girl. Sword Boy. But you got to craft your own sword somehow. So I kind of want to see at least 1 or 2 more characters before I kind of like dive in. I think Min Min is an interesting character. Have I played with her? No, I haven't played. I played against her, and she was very fun to play against, and like a very different type of game to play. But I do want to see where the rest of the season pass goes. If it's just gonna be like, 2 more Fire Emblem characters, I'm out. Like I don't.
Well, definitely. I don't think they would do that.
I'll just
really hope they won't do that.
I'll just buy Steve and Alex and Min Min, and then you know what I mean. Like, and then I'll pass it. If it's gonna be fucking 3 more Pokemon, I'm out. Like I don't care enough. You know what I mean? Like, especially if they're newer Pokemon. Like,
I'm okay with Pokemon.
I'm okay with Pokemon as long as it's the original 151. We've already got Mewtwo. We've already got.
I think they're done with the first 150.
Ivysaur, Pikachu, Charizard.
You got those 3 with Pokemon Trainer, and then you got Mewtwo.
And Pikachu.
Pikachu.
And then the other ones are from like
the later gens.
Which I don't mind those. Like I like the one that Steven
plays. If they're
plays.
different enough, I'm fine.
Right.
If they're different enough and stand out on their own, I'm totally okay with it.
Right. That's what I want. I want something new, which is why Steve gets me so excited, because it's something brand new. It's
even
very
the aesthetics
different.
is unique.
Yeah, very much so. And I like the way the stage looked, and I think it looked cool with the night and a day cycle, and like how it kind of looked procedurally generated.
Yes.
So I'm kind of excited for that. Like I kind of want to pick up just the Steve bundle, but like I also want to pick up that whole bundle. But I want to see.
Also, that season pass there is not going to end till December 2021.
Right.
So it's
still got some time.
Wow.
We still got some time. It's okay. I can still play Terry until that time. I'm good. Terry's still a great character. He's not.
Yeah. Season 1, Joker and Terry. Those are my favorite ones.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love it.
I love all of them.
Yeah.
I loved all of them. Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Joker, Terry, and Piranha Plant. Those were all.
Byleth?
Yeah, Byleth was a great character too. Not a character that I would play competitively, but still a fun character to play against.
Byleth is fun.
Yeah.
If you like big hits.
Oh, dude, the fucking down B with the sword.
Yeah, with armor.
Yeah, with the armor. I always forget to. Like, no.
And you could switch on the last time, so you could turn around and drop it on them.
That's good shit. But yeah, I'm excited.
Good.
I'm excited.
I want to go into something that we talked about briefly last week. We talked about that TGS was going on
right.
the same weekend, the Tokyo Game Show.
Right.
I want to recap a couple of things on there.
Okay.
As a fighting game enthusiast, fighting game fan, we did see some of the Street Fighter V Dan trailer. We saw some of his normals.
Right.
Getting out there, some of his specials.
What'd you think?
So looking at how they treated Dan, and I think the direction they've done with these characters compared to season 1, where if you look at the season 1 characters, when they do their animation for their special, how they walk, it's very, hey, I'm walking. And it started with season 2 with Colleen, where when she starts back walking, she back walks, but then she puts her hand up and like says, come on.
Right.
Stuff like that. Or when you see like Abigail, when he crouches down, he's just not crouching down, but he kind of has that little gangster pose,
right.
down there and stuff like that, where they become very unique. They actually become characters, when the way they move and do their stuff. Because before, like I said, just like Sonic Boom, okay, done. Sonic Boom. But now they're adding these twists and more character to these to the players. Okay. More character to the characters. So you see it with Dan though, because
personality, I think.
Yeah, more personality. Yes. perfect. Thank you. Because Dan, his style is, I forgot what it's called though, but his style is like he developed his own style.
Okay.
And he only practiced it by himself and the dummy. So his style is like it's developed in a vacuum, so it's not good. You know what I'm talking about? It's like
He's
it's
an
like,
echo chamber.
yeah. So it's like if like let's just say jujitsu was made up and all you do is practice jujitsu. Well, we don't know if it's the best thing because you just practice it by yourself.
Right.
But we know jujitsu is world renowned and there's all different versions of it.
Now we know.
You know? So we know that that's a legit style because there's so many people doing it. But Dan has his own style and he only practices it. So when he does his fireball, he kind of like, and you can see him kind of like
Fastball?
side arming.
Like a fastball?
Kind of side arming. I don't know if that's how you throw a fastball,
Yeah.
but he kind of sides arm different. I guess different pitchers do it different. But he kind of just throws it out there and it's real short.
Real short?
And then his medium one's a little bit longer, and then his farther one. But he actually kind of like, you see him kind of like winding up and building it and tossing
So
it
he's tossing
out
like
there.
a pitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like he'll actually, when he does his back throw, he'll come up to him and grab him. He kind of like, and then
struggles.
he throws him. Yeah, it's not like, you know, not like when Akali or Gal grabs you, you know,
Right.
makes it real clean. But like when Dan grabs, you kind of like,
Because he has to pick up the weight and
yeah,
throw.
so he has to like grab you and toss you out, and you see him like kind of struggling. And then when he does his taunts, his moves, and like I think they did, even though no one asked for Dan,
Nobody.
nobody,
Let's be real. Nobody asked for Dan.
yeah. The love and care and personality they're putting into his character, it shows. It
Right.
really does show. And so like that's pretty cool. I like that. So just looking at that, and actually had like actual footage, gameplay trailer, because before I think they showed like something they recorded off a camera
Right.
off the screen, which was like,
That's a little weird.
that's a little odd. I mean, just game capture.
Do you think that he has, from what you've seen, do you think he has a potential to be a competitive character?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because, I mean, everybody's competitive, but there are tiers.
Yeah, there's tiers. Obviously, I have to see what his frame data. I see what most of his moves are positive or negative. Or how does they combo? And also with this patch, when that comes out in the winter or this next season, they're gonna be major battle mechanics. So who knows? It could shake up the whole tier list
Right.
for all we know. So possibly, I don't know. It's always, you gotta kind of wait until you get your hands on the character.
But
So-
like, are you
check 'em out.
excited? I mean, I know you'll check them out because you own the character already before it's out, right?
It's free.
It's
no,
free.
No, wait, I don't know if it's free. I take that back.
Because you got the championship edition, so you should have.
I don't know if, I think it was up to date. I don't know if or future. So we'll
Okay,
see.
so like let me play devil's advocate here. So it's a character that you don't give a shit about. Nobody really plays him competitively, I'm assuming, right? I don't think I've ever seen a Dan player on Street Fighter 4. Maybe.
Did you ever look at Street Fighter 4 though?
I did watch some tournaments, but I don't remember like seeing a shitload of Dan players. You know what I mean? So like I don't remember like the internet calling for this character to be released or anything like that. Not like he was a top tier character at all. So like with them releasing a character that who's considered low tier or has always been considered a lower tier or a shittier version of Shadow Khan or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think that they were listening to their fan base, or do you think that they were just doing this because they love Dan? Or
I think they love Dan. I think
Really?
they love Dan. Yeah, he's been a staple since like the Alpha series, and he's always been one of their fun. I mean, his original.
he's a silly character.
His original. The original reason they put him in the game was to make fun at SNK, because SNK copied some. They had some characters that looked a lot like Street Fighter characters.
Right.
So they're like, well, we're going to put a
course.
character in, and we're going to make it look similar to your characters and have some of your styles
To
from
shit
your
on you.
characters.
We
To
shit
shit
on-
on. That's,
we shit
that's
on
the
you.
reason why Dan was in there.
About to shit on
He
you.
was literally put in there weak just to make fun at the SNK rivals way
Right.
back then. Yeah.
But do you think he's going to be put into this one week to make
Could
fun
be.
of SNK again?
Could be. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay for them to have OP characters, have weak characters, have different types of characters.
But like, do you think that's okay, even if you have to pay money for said character? Like, for them to knowingly put a shittier character into the game that
Yeah.
you have to pay money for. That's okay.
you have to.
I'm just
Do you
saying,
have
like, but you want all the characters.
Yeah, well, then get it.
But I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. Like, do you
Yeah.
think that's okay for them to like knowingly put in a shittier?
We don't know if he's shitty or not.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if they know, do you think that's okay? That's what I asked.
I'm fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's all I want to know.
So yeah, I'm excited. Well, I'm excited Dan's gonna be in the game.
Cool.
Something new. They're doing a new season. Tekken 7 Season 4 launch trailer. So
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Kunimitsu. That's gonna be the new character. I think
Okay.
she originally came out on the
3?
first Tekken. She's a little ninja chick with a little fox mask. So the schedule so far in fall 2020, they're gonna have Kunimitsu, and you're gonna get the Vermilion Gates stage, and then in
Nice.
early spring, you're gonna get another character and another stage.
They haven't announced.
Do what?
They haven't announced those characters.
No, those are
Okay.
still question mark. So along with that, the season 4 trailer, you're gonna have free updates, new moves, Tekken prowess, an updated UI, a rank system renewal, and online play enhancement.
What do you mean rank system renewal?
I'm guessing maybe similar to what they do with with the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, where they kind of reset some of the rankings. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong. I know Johnny talked about it. They did some changes to the rankings. I think they either bump some people down to put it back on an even playing field or something along those lines. So I'm guessing maybe.
Do they do anything like? I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about ranked matches, right? So do they do anything like Overwatch does, where like Overwatch has a season, right? Let's say it's season whatever 10 or whatever they're going on right now. But you have to do for Overwatch, you have to do placement matches. So it knows what your skill is based on how you play, right?
SSBM, skill-based.
Skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like it knows how you play, so it's gonna match you up with other players who are similar and or better or worse to see how you do, and then it like takes that ranking over these 10 matches, and then it gives you a ranking tier, and then it puts you into like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, legend, and whatever. So like, are they doing that style? 'Cause I haven't played Tekken Online. I wouldn't be able to tell you. So I don't really.
I don't know. When I did play Tekken Online, you'd start off with like something Dan, and you'd do that. You'd be 10th Dan, 9th Dan, 3rd, whatever, and then you go to something else. I never played rank online. I just know they did something along those lines. I mean, I played it a couple times, but
right. No, I mean, if you didn't get into it, that's all good. But like like let's just say Street Fighter had seasons or whatever, and like fucking I'm saying like real ranked seasons. Do they have ranked seasons or
no.
Do they have seasons for characters and stuff? Right. Yeah. Okay. What I'm saying, like they had a real ranked season, so like everybody builds up. Like say you build up your gold rank, and when Dan comes out, they reset the rankings because a new character come out, and now we're gonna start up again, and so they you do some placement matches. It puts you in platinum automatically or whatever because you did so well. I mean, they don't do anything like that, but I think that would be actually kind of be cool.
The only thing they done with Street Fighter, the CFN, they added a new ranking at the very end. I think they added like Warlord or Grand Warlord. So once you had X amount of points, you could break the ceiling and start working for that title.
But what I'm saying is I think fighting games would benefit from that Overwatch model where like, hey, like every time we release a new character, we're going to reset the season, and that way you can rank up again. Because it does take a lot of work to get to that top rank. Mm-hmm. But like, hey, now you have a reason to, like, now everybody starts off at base again, and now everybody has a reason to work back up. You're not just fucking sitting up on top of your fucking mountain on legend status or whatever the top tier is on Street Fighter. Now you're back down here with the rest of us. Now you got to work your way back up again. Let's show everybody it wasn't a fluke with that character, because you could just rank up to that level and then like never play again and like fake it or whatever. I think that would kind of be cool.
It could be cool, but that doesn't happen on Street Fighter. You don't become a warlord for being a fluke.
You could cheat your way to that. It's possible.
It's very possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
You could say the same thing about Call of Duty, but if you look at the rankings, there's people with negative numbers at the top.
Yeah.
Like, how did they get negative numbers?
Yeah. So you can have Warlord ranking. You can have the Godlike ranking. Now, if you go to the Wednesday Night Fight, you go to NLBC.
Right.
And they don't care. They'll take anybody from silver, gold, anything. That's what's on the show.
Right.
So you can have this, and if you cheated, you're going to get called out on it.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's prestige to have it.
Yeah,
it doesn't do.
That's all I was talking about was the prestige of it. Like, I think it's kind of actually cool. Like, if you got to the top, then do it again. Like, it gives you a reason to go back and play it. Because like, if you got to the top, and you're like, okay, I'm a warlord. Next.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't stop there.
Next.
It doesn't stop there.
Next.
It doesn't. That mindset. I don't think that's a very popular mindset in the Street Fight. I mean, I could be wrong, but I really don't. I don't think anybody says I'm warlord. Next game. I think you have to grind and grind and grind.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate. That's all I'm saying.
Also from TGS, we had. There's a lot of things they announced. Not everything picked my fancy, but what I did like, Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, Netflix show 2021.
Yeah, they got leaked by Netflix before it got announced.
And I remember we talked about it couple of months ago that they were working on a show. Mm-hmm. We didn't know exactly the details. At least I don't remember. It's in my notes in here.
Yeah, we brought it up.
We did bring it up. So now it's for sure. And it looks like it's gonna be you'll be playing as not playing, but you'll be watching Leon
and Claire.
Is it Claire or Chris Redfield?
I think it was Claire.
Claire? Okay. So for sure Leon. Cause I mean, just look at the cover like, okay, that's Leon.
For sure it's Leon. Yeah. Pretty boy.
Yeah, it's not like Chris Redfield where you're like, the fuck's this?
Damn
Red?
Capcom.
They always change their face every time. So that's coming out. You never played the Nier series, did you?
I did borrow your game, and I got to like the first boss, and I hated the game the whole way through.
So yeah, same here. I only played Nier Automata. Just a handful.
Like I died during that first boss. I did play it multiple times, but I died during that first boss, and the credits rolled, so I beat the game, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Okay, 43 games, guys.
You beat it.
For 40, I saw credits.
Yeah. So they got a remake for Nier Replicant.
Right.
That's gonna be a remake. It's gonna be on the PS4, Xbox One, PC, 2021.
Right.
I think Square Enix says April 23rd.
Yeah, I think we had brought that one up whenever it was announced a few months ago.
Yeah. And they got. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, now that I played through Automata, I'm.
Yeah, and a lot of people they were talking about this game. Like, this game really shows its age. So them having a remake will probably what this
remake
game
or
needs,
remaster.
Remake. Honestly, I don't understand the logic of when people say remake and remaster, because some people say this, and this, and some people say this, and that. To me, if I just see remake, remaster, I'm like, okay, it's fucking brand new, and it's updated.
A remake is Final Fantasy VII. A remaster is Grand Theft Auto 5 for PlayStation 5.
That could be, yep.
Let's just go with that.
That could work.
So
yeah,
a remake
I've heard so many people say this and that, and I'm at the point where I'm like...
Basically, remake is a brand new game that they took the old story of and did something with it, like Final Fantasy VII, which is a great remake for the first 3 hours of the game. A remaster is where they just take something from one console and move it over to another console. Facelift. Like better graphics, or not even better graphics, just better resolution.
That could work.
The same shit.
Yeah.
Like
and they're also going to have a Nier open bracket in close bracket Carnation. It's going to be a 2D, 3D mobile spin-off game.
That was all announced at TGS?
Oh, yeah. And I got a little bit more.
No. I didn't know. I didn't see that one.
The thing is, they want to start doing an MMO off your cell phones.
I'm going to have to pass.
I'm already out.
Okay. Square Enix? Pass.
Just at the word MMO, I'm already out. MMO
on
mobile?
I don't have time.
I ain't got that kind of data.
How are you supposed to press 10 different buttons?
Like honestly, my friends have a problem screen dipping every time we're hanging out. This just don't give them more incentive. Like fuck that.
Oh, you talking about Steven?
Oh, yeah. Easy, dude. Hey, okay, what are you doing?
Steven. Oh, I'm playing a card game, bro.
No, I'm playing Epic 7. Like it's just right there.
It's just sitting there. It's playing itself.
I'm playing.
Fucking see. He did that shit during the UFC fight companion we did last weekend. That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I love you though.
Yeah. I saw that. He's like playing a game.
Playing a game. No, that's so.
So yeah. So I was like, okay, MMO. On mobile, I'm like...
I'm still waiting for Diablo Immortal, bro. I've got my phone. I've had my phone. I still haven't gotten Diablo Immortal.
So along those lines, we have Ni no Kuni, Crossworlds. Same thing. Another MMO where you have the community where you're building kingdoms.
Is that a mobile game?
It's going to be a mobile RPG MMO.
Ni no Kuni 1 was such a great game. If you haven't played it, it's such a freaking good game. It's like Pokemon... And JRPGs had a fucking a newer RPG where you can actually move around the battlefield. Mm-hmm. They had a little love baby and like fucked, and then made this awesome thing. That was Ni no Kuni 1. Ni no Kuni 2 was like 3 different kids trying to fuck, but they were like all related to each other, so they just never did it.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, basically it was like an RTS with base building and JRPG and open world It was too much. I still have to beat that game too.
And then another last one I saw that I made notes of, The Medium. They had a trailer. That's gonna be an Xbox exclusive. It'll be coming to Game Pass on day one. Now, the fact that they had an Xbox game really surprised me because Xbox doesn't really have a big presence in Japan.
Correct.
So
they've already discounted the S and the
yes,
X.
I saw that. They knocked off like 20, 30 bucks.
20
off
or 30 bucks.
But still,
yeah.
the fact that they're doing that, like, it's interesting.
They want people to get into it.
I think so too. They really want that.
Sony's just gonna fucking murder them in Japan and China, for that matter.
Maybe, I don't know how China works.
They'll get something, but you know what I mean, like
because honestly, they had tried having a Street Fighter tournament over there, and they had to play it all on PC because they couldn't use PlayStation. So, I mean, that could have been Hong Kong, but then I don't know how.
But Xbox is in China, and not PlayStation. Like, you can get one, but you gotta work real hard. You know what I'm saying? But like, my whole point is like, Japan being the home hero, the hometown hero, the only way Xbox ever outsells
is Sony catches on fire.
Sony is if Xbox can somehow pull Street Fighter away from Sony, or Final Fantasy away from Sony, or Hideo Kojima away from Sony. Like, I think that all these top Japanese publishers are gonna go with Sony because, you know, they're from Japan.
And you're right. I think the 360, they had a shit ton of sales way back when, but that's when they had Tales of Vesperia. That was a Bandai Namco RPG. So they had it exclusive. They had it for a year. They have exclusivity to the Xbox. So that's when they got some really good sales.
But like, Sega's all over the place. Like, if Sega's stuck with one and they release like a damn good game, not fucking Phantasy Star Online 2, which has gotten good reviews or whatever, but it's on PC and Xbox and all that stuff. I think if they like stuck to one developer or one console and they were like, hey, we're gonna put all our games out on this console, but they're not. They're like, oh, we've got some shit out on Switch and we got some on PlayStation and we got they're all over the place.
Yeah,
I don't know. No. But the only way Xbox ever beats Sony is if fucking they steal an exclusive, and the only way to get it is
the only way to beat them in Japan is if you steal other Japan IPs.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I did watch some of that Medium trailer. It actually looks
Get your head out of your
creepy.
ass, Xbox.
Looks really fucking creepy. It looks pretty good. That one looks interesting, and I'm glad it's coming to day one Game Pass on day one. So speaking of Game Pass, so in October we have 5 games coming in, 5 games coming out.
All right, what's leaving?
So let's start off. Okay.
Leaving.
What's going out? We are losing Felix the Reaper. That's console PC. We're losing Metro 2033 Redux. That's console PC. We're losing Minute. That's console PC. We're losing Saints Row 4 Reelected. That's on PC. And State of Mind on PC.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
So those 5 are going out.
What's coming in, baby?
What's coming in? We're getting Doom Eternal.
Hell yeah!
They just recently acquired Bethesda and ZeniMax.
Talked about that last week.
In their Drake Hollow. That's coming in. Mikhail was playing that a little bit. Drake Hollow. That's coming on the PC. It's like a little...
Oh, wait. Doom came out October 1st, right?
I think it's going to be the 1st or 7th.
I thought it was...
I don't know.
If it was the 1st, I got to fucking get on that shit tonight.
We got Brutal Legend.
With Jack Black, right? That was an old school RTS / hack and slash.
Is it?
Yeah. That's Jack Black game.
I thought it was Jack Black. Yeah. Forza Motorsport 7. That's going to be on Android, console, and PC.
Nice.
And Iconfell on console and PC.
So Forza Motorsport 7 is getting released this month?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why it's coming. Okay.
They're kind of staggered. They're staggered between like first week, second week, third week.
Release date for Forza Motorsport 7
on Game Pass
was October 3rd, 2017.
Okay.
That's when Forza Motorsport 7 came out.
So that's eventually coming out. It's coming on Game Pass.
I don't think it ever came out for PC. So
yeah,
if it's coming out for PC, hey, cool.
The PC version of Game Pass.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The game came out in
okay.
3 years ago.
I just want to clarify. I don't know people like PC, Steam. No, guys.
I saw fucking October 3rd, and I was like, oh shit, it's coming out tomorrow. And then
on the flip side of that, Sony PlayStation Plus for October, we got Need for Speed Payback.
Right.
And
Vampire
to stick with the Halloween theme. So I heard Vampire is kind of like a timepiece set RPG.
Very good.
Is it?
It's very good.
I think
I would give it a solid 7 or 8.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I'm okay with 7.
It's a good story. Good story.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
The gameplay isn't like the greatest game of all time, but it's pretty solid. Did you get the games with gold with your Xbox Game Pass stuff? No. Games with gold for Xbox, I thought was very lackluster. It's like legitimately 5 games you've never fucking heard of, ever. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and name off all of the games. You ready?
Rattle 'em.
Slay Away Camp, Butcher's Cut. You ever heard of that? Nope. I'll move on.
Next.
Made a Skur. You never heard of that one? Cool. I'll move on. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Have you ever heard of that one? Cool. I'll move on. And Costume Quest. You ever heard of any of these fucking games? No. Why are you paying for
Easy on the audio. Papa.
Xbox Gold, bro? Why is games with gold that shitty? That's so bad. You're getting
no
at least
answer.
Need for Speed Payback
I have
and
no answer. The only way I can say is get Ultimate Pass and get the Xbox Pass bundled into your online service.
I'm just saying those 5 games
That's it.
suck.
That's it. That's
Like,
all I can say.
let's be real
I
here,
cannot
guys.
defend that. At all.
That
I cannot defend that at all.
Speaking of Need for Speed on the PlayStation stuff, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remaster had been rated last week as well, or this past week as well. So Hot Pursuit came out a while back, but they just rated a remaster. It's actually legitimately called Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remaster.
Oh.
So Hot Pursuit was really good. That's the one where you play the cop or the speed
Cop
racer,
robbers?
and you gotta chase them down and stuff. That one was really good. I think that was the first one that was made by Criterion. The first Need for Speed that was made by Criterion, which is the original creators of the Burnout series, where you would have cool crashes, and they would slow down stuff as you crash.
My brother used to play a racing game called Tokyo Race Club.
Oh,
and you basically just go behind somebody and just flash your lights,
yeah,
and then the race started.
yeah, that was cool. That was a Tokyo Extreme Racer, I think. Tokyo Extreme Racer,
something along those
TR.
lines,
Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, man. As an avid fan of Criterion games, I would love to see that Hot Pursuit remaster. But I mean, I remember remaster. If I'm remembering correctly, I remember it looking great, and I don't remember it being that old. So for them to call it a remaster, it just sounds
How old are we
like,
talking about?
huh?
How old are we
Like
talking?
5-6 years.
Okay, it's not that bad.
But from what I feel like what's happening here is they're just moving remaster, not remake, remaster. So they're just moving it from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 or Xbox One to Xbox Series X or whatever.
Some updated, better resolutions, refresh rates, VSync. I don't know, anti-aliases.
I'm looking it up real quick. Hot Pursuit came out 2010, so 10 years ago. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's a minute.
That's 10 years ago.
Ten,
but it came
10
out
is a
on
minute.
PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
10
But
is
I
a
remember it looking pretty damn good, and I remember having a blast driving a Lamborghini cop car against
minute.
people.
I think we call them Lambos.
No, I call it a Lamborghini.
Lambos. That's what we
Say it
call
with respect.
them. Lambos.
Respect.
Class.
What you got, bro?
Class. I'm doing that Winnie the Pooh thingy.
Lambos.
I'm doing the Winnie the Pooh thing. Lamborghinis. Lambos. Lambos. So, quoting the great Shigeru Miyamoto, a delayed game is eventually good. A bad game is bad forever.
Unless you're WoW Shadowlands.
Perfect segue. Perfect segue.
Because we know we're not going to play it.
So, the WoW next expansion has been delayed.
What's it called again?
I
don't give a fuck.
It was releasing October 26th, pushed to a later date this year.
End of the year.
WoW executive producer John Haidt said late Thursday, "We are at the point where the zones, the campaign, the level up questing experience, and the story we have to tell are essentially ready to share.
Oh, so the game's
become
done.
clear we need a little more time for additional polish and to balance and iterate on some interlocking pieces,
All right.
particularly those related to the endgame." Source CNET.
First of all, calm down. You're not Cyberpunk 2077. Second of all, I ain't buying that expansion because I got
agree.
better things to do with my time and money.
I'm not gonna pay $39.99 for expansion just to. Play.
How old is WoW again? Please remind me. Please remind me when WoW came out.
You have to Google it. It's
Is it-
old. I want to say 2008, maybe.
I'm just fucking over it.
We're done.
I just don't give. I just don't care about WoW.
I literally wrote down
2004.
2004. Okay, I gave it too much credit. So I literally wrote down verbatim what John Haidt said about this off of CNET, and we've seen this before. We like to plug in to add polish and plug in. Thank you very much, but we know we need this plug in. Like
Go fuck
this
yourself.
This is literally what
Go
we
fuck
heard.
yourself. 10 bought us
So,
out. That's what we're gonna hear next.
can we admit that COVID has put a damper on a lot of things?
Sure.
Yes, it has.
Sure.
So I'll give them the benefit of doubt, you know, but it doesn't mean. But me, I'm just not a fan of MMOs. I'm not gonna sink that many times, but it sucks that it's happening. I know some people were looking forward to it. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we don't even know. Fans don't even know. I'm gonna say we, and I'm not like I don't speak French. I'm not gonna put myself in that boat. Sorry, guys.
Oui.
But even the fans don't even know when it's coming out, which is a bummer because I know we both have had our hearts set on video games that have been delayed and pushed back.
Cyberpunk 2077.
But hey, sometimes we get dates and then it gets pushed back again, and then
what
we get
happened,
dates.
guys?
So, yeah, that's coming out.
You know what pisses me off about Cyberpunk?
Is they're putting crunch?
The more and more shit that they keep showing of this game, which they keep showing off more and more of
Night
it.
City.
Yeah, Night City. Here's the gangs. Here's the races. And here we're gonna get super racist about this Mexican gang. Like nobody cares. Just really, if you're gonna show off this much of the game, just fucking release it already. Which it should have been out fucking Friday.
2 months ago.
2 weeks ago.
In April.
And that too. It should have been out back then. But like the last one was September 27th. I don't know. You took the calendar away.
It's a new babe now.
Yeah, new babe.
New babe.
But
Babe of the month.
but yeah, if you're gonna show off this much of the game, just release the game already. Why are we still doing? But they're still talking about putting everybody in crunch or whatever.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to segue into. So CD Projekt Red announced last year that they would avoid mandatory crunch for Cyberpunk 2077. This week, an email went out confirming a studio-wide crunch, according to Jason Schreier. So
if they delay the game one more time,
I don't think they're going to delay it.
I'm out.
I don't blame you.
I'm out.
I don't blame you.
I'm out.
I do not blame you.
I'm out of the hype.
But the thing is, in the end, CD Projekt Red is just another developer.
Correct.
They fall under all the flaws and problems. And of course, COVID is happening. So, I mean, we understand. But the thing is, the game is done. We just want to add our polish because we want to put the best part that we possibly could.
Fuck yourself.
And I understand. And I love that. I hear it. But now we're going to crunch. After a year, they said we're not going to do that. So it's like, I understand there's a pandemic going on.
It was also announced like 6 years ago. It
was also announced. And it's kind of like that line you hear. It's like either you die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain, you know? So it's like, the polish.
Clock's ticking.
How much more polish do we need?
Clock's ticking, CD.
We need to see Johnny Silverhand's reflection in his arm.
Hey, clock's ticking, CD Projekt Red.
But I'm not knocking him. I never developed the game, so I'm totally out of my element. I'm totally ignorant of the subject of making games, so I don't know how much it takes, and I don't know how much it takes away.
I agree.
Yes.
But
they're not going to delay it. I'm pretty sure they're not going to
delay it. COVID happened this year.
COVID did happen.
COVID did happen.
Did happen. And it's still happening.
One thing makes my year better is that they release CD Projekt Red on the day which is promised, which is November 20th, right? So we have
19th or something?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks left to go, guys.
I'm looking
8
at
weeks.
October calendar.
I counted it out. 8 weeks. 8 weeks left to go. 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
That's all I want. That's all I want. If I wanted one thing this year, it wasn't Ghost of Tsushima. It wasn't Hades. It's been CD.
Last of Us 2.
It wasn't Last of Us 2. I did want that too. That was a good game. But I want CD Projekt Red. I want them to release Cyberpunk 2077 so bad.
They're going to release it.
Maybe.
They're going to release it.
They're going to be like, we got to crunch now. We weren't going to crunch, but now we're going to crunch now.
They can't go back now.
They've already delayed it 3 times. This year.
But I'm pretty confident this is for sure.
I don't know, man. We'll figure it out.
We will. And what can we do?
Nothing. Just sit and wait and get fucked.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game later.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies weapon progression system free post-launch zombie content. Right off the bat, we're talking about your
you said a bunch of words that I didn't understand.
That's all it was. It's like
you just said a bunch of nonsense to me.
That's all it was. I know you talked about earlier how you're pretty much done with the Call of Duty franchise, especially going into Treyarch.
No, I'm not impressed by what I saw with Cold War being streamed. I'm not sure if they were allowed to stream it or not, but I was able to find a few. And the main issue that I had is like all the enemies that you go up against have a
Stupid AI.
No, they have they're playing multiplayer, so all the maps were way too big for the what I saw. Like, think about that palace map and think every map,
All of them.
all of them are like this, and they look really good. You know, the maps they look well thought out. But being a 8v8 or a 10v10, not big enough. Like the maps are too big. That's not enough people.
Oh, excuse me.
There's also a health bar above everybody's head,
Really?
which kind of takes away from the shooter aspect. And now all of a sudden,
right. They had a beta a couple of weeks ago.
and
right?
now I'm looking at a looter shooter without the loot, right? Because now you're
Destiny.
but now you're a bullet sponge with a fucking health bar above their head. So now I'm not looking at what I'm shooting at. I'm looking at the stupid health bar. And what I saw of the game, I wasn't as impressed. You know, the kill streaks didn't look phenomenal. I mean, the game looked good, but it just didn't look there.
Something that stands out.
It didn't look
that separates
there.
it from
It isn't Modern Warfare. Like, Modern Warfare is a fucking home run. All the way across the board. Every game mode that they have is a home run.
For
like,
me,
it's
the audio is just legit.
got the story, it's got the audio, it's got the voice actors, it's got the battle pass, it's got the war zone, it's got TDM, and it's got like a million different other freaking things that you can play in hardcore and in original. It's just like all there. And then like Cold War is like, cool, zombies.
Yeah. I saw
Fuck
that.
off.
So look. I probably am sounding very unbiased or very biased, depending on how you say it. But I
Sure.
never played zombie mode, so maybe it's fun.
It's okay.
But yeah.
It's horde mode. It's just survive.
Okay, I have played horde mode.
Survive as long as you can.
I played horde mode.
Yeah, of
before.
course. Survive as long as you can.
Horde mode was zombie skins.
Pretty much. Survive as long as you can.
Okay. But yeah, like they announced it. Good for them.
That, of course it was coming. It's fucking
It's
Treyarch.
Treyarch.
It's Treyarch.
Black
Of course
Ops.
it was coming.
Yeah.
We already knew. But now are they Nazi zombies? I don't remember if I saw this or not. Are
I
they
think they
Nazi?
changed. I think they
Or are they
changed
Cold War
storyline.
zombies now all of
I
a sudden?
have no idea.
Who the fuck knows with
Who
Treyarch?
knows?
Get over yourself. Stop with the zombies, dude. Zombies died in fucking 2005.
With The Walking Dead.
The same year Walking Dead came out. God damn it, you beat me to the punch, you son
Walking
of a
Dead.
bitch.
Well, season 2 killed Walking Dead.
And season 3 killed Walking Dead.
The-
Season 2 was great.
They were in the farm.
Yeah, that was good. That was
They go
good.
visit the governor, and then they have another season when they go back to the governor.
That was season 3 and 4. Season 2 was good. Season 3 sucked.
The governor.
Season 3 sucked. Governor wasn't in season 2. Season 2 was just them at the farm.
Yeah. Season 3 was like the prison. And
Season 3 was the prison and the farm. Yeah.
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 So,
But also, fuck off, Walking Dead. Like, stop the show already.
Oh, they're finishing. I think they started their second half of this.
I don't know. There's 9 seasons on Netflix. I stopped watching after season 4.
I think they launched the second half of this season, but they're kind of drag it out for a little bit.
Are they?
I
Are they
think
gonna
so.
halfway? Are they gonna halfway the halfway season mark?
Season break. What does that fucking mean? Season break.
Rick and Morty did it, so it must be okay. I don't know. Didn't see
Okay.
season 4.
Okay.
What you got, bro?
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done.
Okay, well, you read them off like you were a fucking newscaster, so let's get real here, bro. Let's get real. Witcher on Netflix got pre-lit for season
Not
3
surprised.
before season 2 is even out. Like,
I'm not surprised.
you don't even know how season 2 is gonna do.
They did a really good
greenlit.
job. They did a really good job with season 1.
They sure
and
did.
I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like that's the most time I put into Witcher was this TV show.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
8 hours. Let's go.
So that was a good show. Henry Cavill was spot on. The story was great for
And
the
I
way
love
he
the
shot
little-
it. I loved it.
I love the little grunts that Henry Cavill did, like that shit. Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah, he did a
dude.
good job. I
did
mean,
such a good
and
job.
you could see when he was talking about the role, when he was doing the behind the scenes. He loves the series. And
Yeah.
it just showed that you see that passion comes out when he's playing
Right.
as the Witcher.
Geralt.
You know, it shows, and I think he did a good job, and it really shows in the series. And the team that's writing it and directing it and doing the sequences, yes, I'm all for it, and I enjoy it. Even though I don't care for the games, I did like the series, and I will watch more of it.
Yeah, but I'm just surprised that they greenlit it for an additional season before the second season's even out. Like, that's very rare for Netflix to do. Like, usually Netflix wants to get their numbers and their demographics and all that other bullshit that they
The
deal
second
with.
you're not doing good, you'll be like, all right.
Yeah, see you later.
Kind of like Ozark. They're kind of like,
Yeah, exactly. Well, our Ozark did phenomenal, by
Did
the
it?
way.
Yeah. But they canned it though, didn't they?
They completed it. It didn't
Oh,
can
completed.
out.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
they just got canned.
And also Cobra Kai got a season 4,
Did they?
which is fucking dope. Because if you haven't seen Cobra Kai, you
I've
should
not
definitely
seen it.
watch it. It's
I don't watch TV.
so good. It's on Netflix. Netflix bought it out from YouTube. But yeah, Netflix is killing the game right now with these documentaries and things that they got going on. Bert Kreischer's got his little series coming out next week. I think it's like Bert Kreischer Cabin or Cabin in the Woods, where he just gets like a bunch of like people that he likes and they kind of hang out in a cabin. It's kind of like half podcast, half comedy series, like challenges and stuff.
Okay.
Looks a little silly. I'm digging it. I'm liking what Netflix is doing.
Silly's fine. Silly's fine.
I'm liking what Netflix is doing. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff coming out, so I'm very excited. I still have yet to see the Boys.
I'm enjoying The Boys.
I'm gonna wait.
I think it's
like
just
2 more
as
weeks.
good. I think it's just as good or even better season 1. It's not, in my opinion, it is not hitting the slumps of like a lot of shows have.
Like which ones? Like give me one where season 2 sucked.
I want to say sucked, but maybe kind of fell off a little bit. I know Castlevania, it kind of fell off a little bit.
But it picked back up with season 3. No.
I know there's a ton of shows, but I'm on the spot. I can't think of them. But even everybody has to have their own personal list when they see something like.
What was that one show that me and you both watched, but you thought that season 2 sucked, and I enjoyed Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella, yeah.
So you didn't like season 2 as much as season 1, but
Correct.
I enjoyed the shit out of season 2 and season 1.
We had different tastes.
I didn't think that they were equal, but I enjoyed them as a separate entity, as a part of the same thing.
Season 1, season 2.
Yeah, I enjoyed both, and I didn't think that one was better than the other.
You're entitled to enjoy them. But personally, I felt that one had a sophomore slump. The Boys season 2, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and the story's just getting bigger and better and deeper. And
that's
they're
badass.
doing a really good job. With
Hell
it.
yeah,
I'm liking
that's
it a lot, and I'm looking for it. And actually, me and Mikkel caught up. We've been watching because it came out at the end of
beginning of September.
So we missed like the first 3 weeks.
Okay.
So we're doing like an episode and a half. Oh, we're done. And it's streaming, so
I'm just waiting for the season to end so I can catch up on all of it at once. Because you know me, Mara. I'm gonna take one day and I'm gonna watch the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
So.
But yes, I would recommend it, guys.
Yeah. So Netflix is doing big things. Amazon's doing big things.
Not with Luna though.
Huh?
Not with Luna.
Not with Luna. We'll talk about that later as that gets closer.
Yeah. What are they thinking, Luna? What do they go to a bunch of like people in a room like? This is Luna. What do you guys think?
We're gonna call it Moon, but
Luna.
a weird name for Moon.
We'll call it the Latin name. Like,
Oh yeah, maybe the Mexicans will get into it.
Oh, get it, La Luna, like they're playing La Loteria and shit. Oh fuck, bingo, buenas.
Did you
play Loteria when I was a kid? Shit. Yeah.
No, of course we did. But I was gonna ask you, did you see anything about that Mario Kart home circuit?
Yeah, that's the one I told you. Wait, is that the one where they had a little racing car, and they have the camera on top of the car? Are you actually playing it and stuff?
No, this is the one where you take these little goals and then you put them around your house, and then in like different orders or wherever you want them and stuff, and then like on your Switch,
you're driving the remote control RC car, right?
You're driving a animated car through your house as if it was like a track. You seen that, right? We talked about it before, but did you see the trailer on it this week?
I haven't seen this week's trailer, but it's the one with an actual RC car, right?
I don't think so.
The one I
saw,
might be. The one I think it might be.
Yeah,
had an RC car with a little AR lens.
Yeah, I think it might be with
the. You go around and everything.
Yeah. But you're actually playing on the Switch.
How's that gonna work out?
I don't
There's
think
the technology there.
I don't think you have enough space for it. I don't think I have enough space for it. I think we need to be like super duper upper class rich white people to have like a big enough living room to put that down. But even then, like, are all the tracks that you make just gonna be kind of like a wobbly circle?
That's the thing I want. That's what I want to cover. Will it be a wobbly circle? Will it be a preset amount, like figure 8 or a big oval or a long oval?
I didn't see any of that in the trailer.
Is it gonna be where the car has to go around a couple of times to put in the images to feed into the...
I would assume so, yeah.
And then spit it out. And what's going to be the latency? How's that going to work out?
No, like, I don't think they're running at the same time. I think that, like, once you get the images down, like, you're just racing in the game.
Because the commercial I saw, actually, like the cars were. One kid had the car, and he's actually moving the car around.
The way that they showed it off on this one, it was just like a one person like type of deal. We'll show it after the. We'll talk about it later. But I saw that and I was kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, who is this for, really?
Well,
like, because even if like you release it in Japan where there's like no space at all,
they literally sleep in coffins.
They literally sleep in capsule corp style. Like who is this for, specifically? Really? So, I wasn't too impressed with it. I thought that the technology was kind of cool, but I don't see it being like a complex circuit. You know what I mean? Like if I put one here and then I put one on top of your bookshelf and I put one on top of the computer desk
and then a little ramp or something.
Whatever. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like it didn't look like it was that intricate. Like it just looked like it's just a circle. Through your house.
But, also on the same side of that coin, Nintendo does stuff like that with the Labo. Fuck? Yeah. Cardboard. But you build it.
Trash.
You make stuff out of it.
Trash.
Well,
throw it away.
I mean, look. A lot of people, when different video game podcasts, when they said they got their hands on Labo, they actually enjoyed building the cardboard part. They said that was a fun part. And then, they just kind of get it and put it on their shelf.
Right.
Like, okay,
Don't
cool.
use it anymore.
But yeah, Nintendo has always done kind of zany off the wall things like that.
Right.
Do you remember when they had like was it Pokemon print or Pokemon something, and actually like it'll print out?
Right. Your little
they
camera.
They always had these weird peripherals.
The Rumble Pack back when Rumble wasn't a thing.
That one paid off. But yeah,
the memory card or not? It wasn't a memory card. It was the expansion pack.
That's right, for the 64.
Yeah.
You needed to play Majora's Mask and I think Donkey Kong 64 and Perfect Dark. Yeah,
something like that.
So you need some for some later end, higher end 64 games. But yeah, Nintendo's always known to do peripherals and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I mean, if anything, it'll give a collector to buy the stuff.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, me honestly, I'm on the fence. I'm literally on the fucking.
I'm not even on the fence. I'm off the fence. I'm like on the other side of the border.
I'm on the other side.
I'm over there looking like
playing actual Mario Kart.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just play real Mario Kart.
Yeah,
I'm looking. That, asshole. I'm looking at the Mexicans on the other side of the border. Like, wish you could be here, huh?
Luna.
Just for the record, guys, I'm 1/3 Mexican. No, I'm not. I'm Native American. Speaking of weird shit, though, we've heard about this before, but it just happened again with the new WWE Battlegrounds game that came out.
What happened?
WWE is getting sued. They're going to trial because of the tattoos that the wrestlers have on their bodies that they put in the game that the artists made are taking the developer to court because it's copyright infringement or like
interesting,
whatever you want to call it. So they're going to court over that shit again.
Interesting.
It happened before. I can't remember which game it was. I'm pretty sure it was a WWE game, but it's happened before, right?
Because you're right. Some of these wrestlers have very intricate art pieces. But when do you draw the line from saying, "Hey, this is my art"? No, this is on this guy's body.
And that guy gives you permission to put it in the game.
Yeah, and let's face the facts. Wrestlers are pretty much trademarks. I mean,
the names,
their titles, their image, their likeness.
Right.
I don't know how that holds.
I don't think it holds up. Like even if it was your art and you drew it, you put it on somebody's body forever.
The way I would see it, if I was an artist, I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, that's my shit. That's my work."
Yeah, y'all want some good ass tattoos?
Hit me up at socials and get in line.
Yeah, but no, they're trying to sue the WWE for putting it into a video game. It's happened before. I just can't remember with what video game.
I'm sure it has. I'm sure people sue it.
I think it might have been like a baseball or NBA game or some bullshit, and they didn't get away with it either.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know, man. These
people
guys
are bored.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
I think tattoo artists kind of need money right now.
I'm in the wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. Who knows? But yeah, that just seems like okay.
Bro, we're not on Spotify. Relax. Don't be trying to backtrack and shit. Say what you really feel, bro. It's our podcast.
I actually listened to that podcast with Joe Rogan. He's like, "Yeah, don't tell me shit. What are they mad about? Because I said something."
Yeah, that's why he apologized the next day. Anyway, Fall Guys Season 2. For those of you, very few people who are still playing Fall Guys and haven't moved on to what was that? Amongst Us. Yep. That season 2 is out October 8th. I know that it's still a popular game, but it's like 11th on the list, where Among Us is like number 1.
So I mean, I think there's a lot of games that will kill to be 11 on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, so they're still doing good for them. I think they wanted to start a new game, Fall Guys 2, but they're like,
No, that was Among Us. Was gonna make Among Us 2, but they canceled it with the popularity of Among Us 1. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Fall Guys 2. I thought
No,
Fall
it was
Guys 2
Among
was
Us.
gonna be like, we're making a new game. Wait a minute.
No, Among Us
Season
said
2.
that whatever that they were putting in for the second game, they're just gonna add into this game.
Clever boys.
Which because they didn't want to split the player base.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a relatively low bar to get into, guys. It's a $5 game on Steam. It's a free game on your phone. Relax. Like, it's not like how hard are you gonna split the player base either? But you know, to each their own. Whatever they want to do, it's their decision.
Yeah, Mikhail asked me, why is this game so big? I'm like, I don't know. Good
I
question.
honestly, I get it. It's like murder mystery, but like
that genre's been done before.
yeah.
Yeah, but the thing, and I actually researched it. Like, I Googled why is this popular, and they said a lot. Some places, some of the sources that I saw said the Twitch community, they get a hold of it. Some big names get a hold of it.
The game's been out for 3 years.
Their followers,
2 years.
their followers see it, and it just catches like wildfire. It's an easy game. It's fun, low specs. It's available on PC and mobile. That all sounds like perfect ingredients to make a really
And
good
it's
game.
$5. It's dirt cheap.
Yeah, and it's dirt cheap, low requirements. I mean, and it's a fun. Like, okay, it works.
Yeah, I mean the game's been out for a while, and they were doing one, and now that the second one, they were talking about doing a second one, but like with the popularity of the first one it taking off, they decided
they
not
got
to.
lightning in a bottle. They need to stay where they are.
And honestly, I think the reason why Fall Guys got such of a big launch was because that it had released. It coincided with the PlayStation Plus games. It's like they were giving away free copies basically for everybody who had PlayStation Plus at the time.
And also, let's not ignore the elephant in the room. COVID just forced a lot of people inside to play games.
Of course.
This is the biggest year of games. I mean, I look at Matt Piscatella's tweets from NPD reports.
Mm-hmm.
This year alone has been the most selling for video games, hardware, software, everything. So, I mean, people want to play games. And then when they see games like Fall Guys, it's fun, it's easy, it's colorful.
Right.
Why not?
And it is a fun game. And I'm not hating on the game, but, Season 2 is coming out. But to go to your point, video games for the past 3 years has been bigger than movies, books, and, like, every other thing that you can fucking all put together. Easy. So, like,
Yeah, because video games
keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Video games aren't just tied down to consoles. You can get it on your PC, your mobiles. I mean, it's everywhere. If you have a mobile, you could play a game.
Oh yeah,
you
can play Call of Duty.
Easy,
you can play PUBG. You can play Fortnite. Oh,
you
can't play Fortnite.
Well, depending on your
iOS. You can't play Fortnite. They're not on either.
On either?
It's not on either. Yeah, they got kicked off of both stores. Free Fortnite.
I'm okay with that.
Free Fortnite. Nah, that's not. I tried to get into it, man. I tried.
I saw you.
I legitimately tried.
I saw you.
I can't do it. The building fucks me up. Like, can I just have a regular shooter? That's all I want. I don't want to build shit. I don't want to build shit.
You got COD.
I tried.
You tried. Nothing wrong with trying.
The last piece of news that I had was it's an odd one because I don't know what to place this under. Because Capcom removed the de novo DRM from the PC release of Resident Evil 3 this week. Mm-hmm. So the game's been out for half of a year or so, a little bit more than that.
Early April?
Yeah. So let's say it's a little bit more than half a year. And they removed this background software that runs whenever you run the game. Even though that software specifically didn't impact the game itself, because usually a lot of times what happens is de novo will impact your performance of the game. Like it'll drop down the frames or make your CPU run heavy or whatever because you're having to run this software that says that you're not cheating in the background of you trying to play this game, right? So they removed it randomly today, I think. They were just we're just going to remove the de novo from the PC release of Resident Evil 3, which had no impact on your performance at all, which also means that if you were trying to get this game cracked at any point, crackwatch.com, if you were trying to crack it at any point, hey, now you can just download it. There's no need to do any of that.
Yeah, basically when the de novo is removed, the game's done.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not going to release any more content. You're not going to get any DLC. That's it. Because they're basically saying, okay, what's the point of us to keep paying for these licenses to keep it protected? That's it. We're done with the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, so that's the way I see it. To me, that's it. The game you have, this is the game you're gonna get. Don't expect anything else from it.
Right, but they honestly haven't really updated it. They didn't really update the multiplayer that often.
Exactly, and that's why they figured we're done. So I mean, I never played the game. Oh, I never played this game.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis?
Yes, I never played this one on the latest one, the 2020 version. But apparently, honestly, from my experiences, how Capcom takes care of the de novo, that means it's done.
Okay.
So
Moving on to Village or 8 or what are we calling this game?
I guess
Resident Evil
Village?
8 Village or Resident
8
Evil
Village?
8 Village? I don't know. What are we calling this game?
7 was Biohazard. So I guess Village, Resident Evil Village.
But I mean, they're all Biohazard in Japan,
Are they?
right? They're not called Resident Evil. They're called Biohazard.
Resident Evil.
They're called Biohazard. If we're going to do weird Asian accents.
I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't know, man. Where can we find you, Rick?
I'm fucking sipping my tea.
Hey, man.
You caught me. Bay caught me slipping.
It caught you.
Bay caught me slipping.
Caught you sipping.
Bay caught me sipping. Guys, y'all could catch me at OS, the little moniker down here. I was getting flipped. OS_ Rick with a 1. I love streaming fighting games. I'm really good at it. No, I'm not. But I have fun. I really do. And I try to keep the assault levels down to a very low. And it's all about learning. It really is. Learn, get better. That's how you get better. By putting shit in a matchup. Character does something you don't know. You grab them. Learn against it. Learn the frame data. I also do Bloodborne. I'm going to get some DLC pretty soon. I won't be streaming tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. So I'll be back Monday. And, of course, get me on Twitter, YouTube. I'll get all my streams, and I basically put them on YouTube. So you guys can watch me make an ass out of myself on YouTube. That's about it, guys. And I want to say thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I love all you guys. And you're helping our little channel, our little brand grow. And it's all for fun and love and just to spend time with you guys. And you, Ruben?
Man, dude. We almost did 2 hours again today. Jesus
Yeah.
God, what have we been doing? Anyways, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at OS_onslaught, and all my gamer tags and stuff are OS_onslaught as well. So if you want to play some games or you want to do some Call of Duty or whatever, hit me up at OS_onslaught. If you want to hit up the podcast, we are at optionselectpodcast@gmail.com or optionselectpodcast on all things social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I didn't put the SD card back in.
Huh?
No, fuck with you.
I don't care. I got it fucking recorded right there. We're good. And as always, guys, we love and appreciate you. And the greatest thing that you could do for us is to spread the word about the podcast. Tell your friends. Tell all your weebs or all your fighting game nerds or whatever that Rick likes to call the fighting game community, the FGC. Or just anybody who loves video games in general, because we're very passionate about all things video games. And entertainment, like nerd entertainment. I don't know what you want. I don't know.
Geekdom?
Geekdom? I don't know. Nerddom. Yeah, whatever you guys want to call it. And as always, guys, we will see you next Friday at my house when we do episode 74. We love you. We appreciate you. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Later,
Peace
guys.
out.
Have a week.